Hello, I'm Dr. Antonio Wolff, Interim Director of Breast and Gynecologic Malignancies here at Johns Hopkins. The number of women being diagnosed with breast cancer each year continues to rise. And today, about 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. But while progress continues to be happening and new treatments are developed, about 40,000 women still die every year. And therefore, we now realize that the best way to cure breast cancer is to prevent it. The Fetting Fund for Breast Cancer Prevention at the Johns Hopkins Chemo Cancer Center was established to help find these women who are most at risk and to help develop prevention strategies to beat this disease before a cancer diagnosis. Today, we're speaking with Fetting scholar and Fetting researcher, Dr. Sara Sukumar. Dr. Sukumar, if I may ask you, please tell us a little bit about your background, your interests, and why did you become interested in breast cancer prevention?
I came to Hopkins 30 years ago to join the breast cancer program and to jumpstart it, so to speak. I've been here for 30 years. I'm currently the Barbara Rubenstein Professor of Oncology and Professor of Pathology. My interest has been in translational research all the way through. So we have discovered many genes that are important in breast cancer. We have studied their function and so on and so forth. But ultimately, the question comes up, what is the purpose of those findings? And in my mind, one can try to cure breast cancer, but it is a long way ahead. But what is the really important thing? Can we not prevent breast cancer and therefore completely eliminate this disease rather than to try to cure it once it has already manifested itself?
This is wonderful. Could you be able to tell us a little bit about the Fetting Fund project that you are conducting?
We are using a chemical called mebendazole. Now, mebendazole has been in existence, is FDA approved, and is safe to use, as has been shown by decades of experience, because it is a drug that is used as an anti-worming agent, an anti-helminthic. So we decided to repurpose this drug for prevention in cancer. In the last 10 years or so, there has been a lot of literature on the fact that when they added mebendazole to standard therapy, they would see a much greater shrinkage of existing tumors in rats and mice. And this was not just in breast cancer, but in multiple different types of cancers, colorectal cancer, medulloblastoma, you name it. So we decided to test it in breast cancer, and my colleague Danielle Gilkes tested it in the breast cancer models and found out that it is indeed able to shrink the tumor, but very importantly, it was able to eliminate the metastasis that these tumors caused in the lungs. This was very promising. And so now our intent is to try to see whether mebendazole is as effective as it has been shown for colorectal cancer or for pancreatic cancer to be able to prevent cancers from being formed. And these were tested in 2 models and found to be very successful. So our intention right now is to test it in breast cancer models to confirm that indeed it is able to eliminate the formation of tumors altogether. We're very optimistic about this approach, and we hope to test it in the animal models first, and then hopefully go on to phase 1-2 trials in humans.
This is so great. A question that comes up all the time from our supporters. Philanthropy is so critical from large donors and small donors. Could you tell us in what ways, how and why the Fetting Fund has been important to support your work?
The Fetting Funds have been critical in supporting prevention research. There is a lot of money available for therapy, all kinds of other research, but generally funds for prevention are always wanting. When you present a prevention grant to National Cancer Institute or National Institutes of Health, it does not get through. Prevention research, first of all, takes a long time to complete, and that is a deterrent because they cannot see the results very soon. Prevention research takes a lot of effort and a lot of commitment to stay in the field. Many people don't have it. But most important of all, prevention research does not get research funds. So how are even the enthusiasts, how can they go forward with such research? And this is where the Fetting Fund comes in. The Fetting Fund allows us to try out new things, to be innovative, to be adventurous, to take risks. And taking risks is not something the other funding agencies encourage. But this fund encourages us to take risks, to take the really walk into the unknown and try something new so that we are able to make definite forward strides in prevention research.